start off with today, gentlemen's steps. Gentlemen, we'll be starting with weight on the left foot. We'll be in extended open position with our partner connected left hand to lady's right hand. We will start forward on count 4 on the right foot, starting forward with a lock, 4 and 1. All right, we will step forward on 2. All right, doing the counter lead. So hand is going to go out a little to the left, and then we're turning the lady on and, so she's now facing forward in the same direction we are facing. So the lady should be away from us on and. Then our continuous lock comes on 3 and 4 and 1, ending on the right foot. All right, we're going to lead the swivel from here, gentlemen. We check forward on 2, swiveling the lady, replace back on 3, and then a slip chasse on 4 and 1, bringing up the left hand to lead the amalgamation. All right, leading amalgamation, which will be the entry into the next figure. All right, so once again, gentlemen's steps here. All right, we'll take a look at it from a side angle. All right, so gentlemen, we are starting forward on the right on 4 and 1. Then forward on 2, lead the lady on and. Then continuous lock on 3 and 4 and 1. Check forward on 2, leading swivel, replace slip chasse on 4 and 1. All right, we'll bring the left hand up to lead amalgamation. All right, ladies steps now. Ladies, starting backwards with a back lock on the left foot. So ladies will be connected in extended open position with our right hand. We will lift our left hand up, starting back on count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Then we are back on 2, and then half turn on 3. On that foot. The ladies going into our forward continuous lock on 3 and 4 and 1. All right, so the swivel ending here, ladies. We're going to step forward on the right foot with a half turn, swiveling, and then we are forward back towards the gentleman on the left. All right, then we have a forward lock on 4 and 1. All right, gentlemen will lift that right hand up to lead the amalgamation. All right, lady steps once again. Show it here from another angle. So ladies, we're starting with back lock on the left on 4. So 1, 2, 3, back lock on 4 and 1. Then we're back on the right on 2 with half turn. Then forward on 3 and 4 and 1 with the continuous lock. Now going into our swivel, we're forward on the right with half turn. Forward on the left, back towards our partner. Then a forward lock on 4 and 1 on the right foot. Gentlemen will lift that right hand to prepare for the amalgamation. On my count, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Very beautiful job. Excellent. All right, this time from a different angle. We are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Very nicely done. Thank you so much. All right, so moving on to the next figure here in our routine. It's going to be follow my leader. All right, so follow my leader is fairly extensive. All right, it's a lot of steps. All right, it's a pretty long figure with the amount of counts that we're going to have here. All right, so I'm going to start off with gentlemen's steps. So gentlemen, we just closed our left foot to the right foot, lifting the left hand up for amalgamation from open position. So amalgamation from open position, we're leading the lady with that left hand, giving her some pressure. And we are going to go back on the right foot, rock step back. And then we replace forward to the left with turn, dropping the hand down and releasing it. We're going to forward lock on the right foot away from partner. 4 and 1. Then we'll step forward on the left with turn, forward on the right, and then we're going to kind of snake these lock steps around. 4 and 1 in a snake-like pattern. 2, 3, 4 and 1. 2, 3, 4 and 1. And then the exit here, we go back on the right. 2, 3, and then we'll do a spin on 4 and 1. All right, so one more time, gentlemen. Show this from another angle as well. So, gentlemen, we are starting back on the right, leading the alemana on 2, 3, 4 and 1. 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 And 2, 3, 4 and 1. All right, ladies. All right, so follow my leader is different from chase, which is kind of the same concept, but at the silver level. All right, so we are chasing the gentleman. All right, but we're not going to chase the gentleman more than 2 times. All right, this kind of lets you know when your exit to this figure is. All right, so ladies. Our steps here, we're starting with alemana, right? We just did a forward lock, ending with weight here on the right foot. All right, gentleman's gonna give us the lead for alemana. So remember when we're doing alemana from open position, we do a full half turn on the right foot. So we're facing away from the gentleman. All right, then we're forward with half turn on the left. We'll brush the right foot through as we step back forward on the right back towards our partner. All right, so once again, ladies, we pivot on the right foot, so we can step forward on the left on 2 with pivot, then forward on the right on 3. All right, at this point, the gentleman has lowered our hand and released it. All right, that's basically the lead here to go into follow my leader. We turned around, we did our alemana, and now we see the gentleman's back, and he's lock stepping away from us. We're just going to chase him forward on the left with a lock. Cha, cha, cha. All right, then we are going to go forward on the right with half turn, forward on the left, and then another lock step, cha, cha, cha. Forward on the left with half turn, forward on the right, chasing the gentleman a second time here, lock step, cha, cha, cha. All right, forward on the right with half turn, forward on the left, and cha, cha, cha. Now we're not going to chase the gentleman again here, so we're coming up on our exit. So we're going to go forward on the left with turn, forward on the right, and then we're going to go into a traveling spin. And you can turn this either way, all right? So you can turn to the right when you do this traveling spin, or you can backspin it to the left, all right? So if we backspin it to the left, that means we would go forward and side. On the left, close, and then side. All right, so once again, that backspin would be forward and side, close, side. Or you can take that forward, so you would go forward, close, and side, spinning to the left. Either one is fine, either one will work and get the same concept. All right, so we're gonna look at one more time here is everything from the top for the ladies. All right, so ladies, we're starting with a pivot lead into our alemana, forward on 2, forward on 3, and then cha, 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 lock step, and forward with half turn on 2, forward on 3, snake-like pattern here, so we're going a little to the left, cha, 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 then forward on 2, forward on 3, chase the gentleman the second time, cha, 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 forward on 2, turn, forward on 3, cha, 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 preparing for our exit now, 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. All right, so once again, ladies, pivot on the right foot. Then we are 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. And 2, 3, cha, cha. Exit now. 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. Ladies, we're pivoting on the right foot on 1. Then we're stepping forward on 2. Forward on 3. Gentlemen, we're turning here. Now, lock step. Cha, cha, cha. Forward 2 with turn. 3. Lock step. Cha, cha, cha. Forward with turn. And forward. Cha, cha, cha. Forward with turn. And forward. Cha, cha, cha. Then forward with turn. And exit. Traveling spin. Alright, gentlemen, if you're having trouble with the traveling spin, you can just omit it and do a side chasse. Alright, up to you. Alright, so we're going to put these two figures together next. Alright, so this means we're going to start off with a starter lock, and we're going to take this into overturned continuous lock. And then from there, we're going to enter into follow my leader. Alright, so on my count, we are 1, 2, 3, cha cha, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, cha cha, 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2, spin, cha cha cha. Yeah. All right, from another angle here. All right, we are 1, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, cha cha, turn, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2, 3, cha cha cha, 2, 3, cha cha, exit, 2, 3, cha cha cha. Yeah, that's very nicely done. Excellent. All right, so we're gonna go straight into a Cuban break amalgamation here, so we can just kind of follow along with these steps. So Cuban breaks are a silver level. We're gonna put together a small amalgamation here. All right, mixed with some other cha-cha elements like a ronde chasse and explore guapacha timing within New York as well. All right, so taking a look at the next section. Gentlemen, our steps. We're going to start by checking with the left. So Cuban breaks here. So split Cuban break first. We're going to go 2 and 3. So that is check, replace, side. Then same thing with the right foot, other direction. We will check, replace, side on 4 and 1. So split Cuban break, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Then a full Cuban break, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Then we'll do a ronde chasse. So check, replace with ronde, bringing that to a Latin cross, close, side. All right, ronde chasse. So one more time here from this angle for the gentlemen. We are 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. All right, now ladies, steps. Ladies, just mirror opposite here. So starting with the Cuban breaks, ladies, we just did our spin to the left. We're going to come across with the right foot, split Cuban break on 2 and 3. Another split Cuban break on 4 and 1. Full Cuban break, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. All right, now ronde chasse, we're checking forward 2, ronde around. All right, on 3. And then we get to the Latin cross on 4, close, and side 1. All right, so once again, ladies, starting with the right foot, starting with our Cuban break, we are 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. All right, so let's go ahead and add this to our routine. So that means routine so far, we have our starter lock into continuous overturned lock. Then we're going to go from that into follow my leader, and then we're going to follow that with this split Cuban break and Cuban break amalgamation, all right, including a ronde chasse. All right, so putting that together with a partner, we are all right, so we're going to put this together with a partner now on my count. 1, 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 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 spin 4 and 1, then 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, ronde 4 and 1. Count, we are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 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 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. All right, that's done. All right, so next thing that we're going to explore today is guapacha timing. All right, so we're going to do guapacha timing with New York, as well as with our time step, all right, 2 bronze figures. So guapacha timing means we are holding on count 2, so we can step on and. All right, so this means after we go 4 and 1 with a chasse, instead of stepping on 2, we're going to hold 2 and then step and 3. All right, so that means if you're doing a basic, your rock step would be syncopated. If we're doing a New York, our New York would be syncopated and 3. All right, so it means we're going to speed things up twice as fast when we use that guapacha timing. All right, so what we're also going to look at is guapacha timing with time step, all right? We want to add guapacha timing to our time step per syllabus. This changes to a Latin cross instead of a close, right? We know time step normally goes 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. All right, if we're using guapacha timing, we're not going to do that in place. We're going to step into a Latin cross, and 3, 4, and 1. And 3, 4, and 1, 2, 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 and 3, 4, and 1. All right, so that's time step with guapacha timing. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 New York with guapacha timing. We're going to take that into a trampoline spin, and then we're going to gain control, all right, reining in the momentum from the spin, holding that extra 2 count, and then we're going to take that into a guapacha timed time step with guapacha timing there. All right, so what this is going to look like for the gentleman. Gentlemen, we just finished side to the right, whether you did your traveling spin or whether you just did a side chasse. All right, weight is here on the right foot. We're going to take the lady's hand, all right, offering our left hand out. Then we're going to do a New York with guapacha timing. So we are 1, 2, and 3, leading the lady into a spin. So we're going to send the lady as we go into a spin ourselves on 4 and 1. All right, we're going to gather momentum here, settling the hip into the left leg, and then we'll do a guapacha time step on and 3, 4, and 1. All right, so once again, steps, gentlemen. We pivot, stepping forward on the left into a New York. Replace, we go into a spin on 4 and 1. All right, forward, close, side. Then from here, gentlemen, we rein in that momentum, settle the hip, and guapacha timing on and 3, 4, and 1. All right, one more angle here for the gentleman, starting with New York. We are 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Ladies, our steps. We are going to start with a New York. So we are pivoting on our standing leg, the left leg, and we will step forward on the right into our New York, replace back to the left. Gentlemen will send us into a spin, so we are forward, close, side. We will settle here onto the right hip, holding that 2 count. Then we will step into our guapacha time step on and 3, 4, and 1. Going to a side chasse. All right, so once again, ladies, those steps, show it from another angle. We're starting with New York, ladies. So we are forward on and 3, spin, 4 and 1, and 3, 4 and 1. All right, we'll take a quick look at what that looks like with a partner. All right, so we are 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Very nice. All right, once again, with a partner, we are 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1. Yes. All right, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to put all of that together. So that means we are going to start with our starter lock from extended open position. We're going to take that into a overturned continuous lock, and then from there we are going into follow my leader, and we exit follow my leader with the Cuban Break amalgamation with the ronde chasse included, and then we're going to take that into a New York with guapacha timing, a spin into a time step with guapacha timing, right? And we'll show you what that looks like all put together with a partner. It's your first. Huh? So on my count, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 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 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 3, 4, and 1, and 3, 4, and 1. Very nice. Okay. All right, now on my count, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 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 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 3, 4, and 1, and 3, 4, and 1. All right, so if you want to see what that looks like, dance to music, just go ahead and click here and check out this video. All right, thank you so much for coming to our class. You guys keep practicing. Amazing job.